The next topic, chemical analysis of water, under which the first title is determination of sulfate by gravimetric method. Sulfate ions which are present in water can be estimated by gravimetric method. Now what is this gravimetric method? Let's study the principle. The sulfate ions in the water sample are precipitated by the addition of barium chloride solution to water sample, acidified with hydrochloric acid and kept near the boiling point. If sulfate is present in water, when barium chloride solution is added containing Ba2 plus ions, sulfate reacts with barium ions forming barium sulfate. The barium sulfate precipitate is filtered through gauge crucible, one type of crucible which is used for the filtration, and weighed. In alkaline water near the boiling temperature, barium carbonate may precipitate, and to avoid this, the water sample is acidified. Here we are using sulfuric acid. The precipitate of barium sulfate is highly insoluble and it has the tendency to form in a colloidal condition which cannot be removed by ordinary filtration process. So to convert the colloidal form of barium sulfate into crystalline, the precipitate is digested for a few hours near the boiling point, kept at its boiling point for few hours. Procedure. Say 200 ml of water sample is transferred to a beaker and concentrated hydrochloric acid is added drop-wise until it is just acidic. 3 drops of hydrochloric acid is added in excess. This is to ensure that acidic condition is maintained. Water sample is boiled and the volume is reduced to 50 ml, from 200 to 50 ml approximately. Hot barium chloride solution is slowly added with constant stirring until the sulfate precipitates. We can see the white precipitate formed of barium sulfate. It is then digested at the temperature near the boiling point for a few hours and filtered through a gauge crucible. The precipitate is washed with hot distilled water until the washings are free from chlorides. The precipitate is dried and weighed as barium sulfate. The calculation part. Let the weight of barium sulfate be W gram. Now, 233.3 gram of barium sulfate contains 96 gram of sulfate. Here, 233 is the molecular weight of barium sulfate and 96 is the molecular weight of sulfate. Therefore, W gram of barium sulfate will contain, just cross multiply, W into 96 here divided by 233.3 gram of sulfate. Let us take it as m gram. Therefore, amount of sulfate present in a liter of water sample. This is present in 200 gram of water sample as taken in the experiment. Therefore, amount of sulfate present in a liter of water sample is m into 1000 divided by 200. 200 because initial volume of water sample we have taken. The unit is milligram per liter. The next determination experiment is the determination of fluoride by colorimetric method. Principle. Under acidic conditions, fluoride reacts with complex of zirconium with an organic reagent called spadens. Spadens, the full form is sodium 2 parasulfophenylazole 1,8-dihydroxy 3,6-naphthalene disulfonate. Let us remember it as Spadens reagent, and dissociates a portion of it into a colorless anion, that is Zr F6 2- and the reagent. Zr is for zirconium. So under acidic conditions, fluoride reacts with complex of zirconium with an organic reagent spadens into a colorless anion Zr F62- and the reagent. So as the amount of fluoride is increased, the color produced by zirconium spadens complex becomes lighter. Therefore, a calibration curve is obtained by treating a series of standard solutions of fluoride with the complex and measuring the absorbance and plotting the absorbance versus concentration of fluoride. By measuring the absorbance of the sample after treating with the reagent complex, the amount of fluoride present in the sample of water can be determined. The interfering ions are removed by distillation. So this is a principle. So the procedure, first the preparation of the reagent. 950 milligram of spadens is dissolved in distilled water and is diluted to 500 ml. This is one reagent that we have prepared. The second one, 133 milligram of zirconium chloride octahydrate, ZrCl2 8H2O, is dissolved in 25 ml of distilled water and 350 ml of concentrated HCl is added, diluted to 500 ml with distilled water. So this is a second reagent. So we have prepared the spadens reagent and zirconyl chloride octahydrate reagent. Now equal volumes of spadens and zirconium solution are mixed with each other. So this is the reagent we need for the further experiment. Next, preparation of calibration curve. As explained in the principle, we have to prepare a calibration curve for which the solutions of sodium fluoride has to be prepared. So the third solution that we have to prepare is 0.2 to 1 gram of anhydrous sodium fluoride dissolved in water and diluted to 1 liter. Now from this 1 liter solution, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ml of this solution is pipetted out into different 50 ml standard flask. That is flask number 1 ml we have to pipette out, 2 ml, 3 ml, etc. Next, to all these standard flasks, 50 ml standard flask, 10 ml of zirconyl spadens reagent is added. Then made up to the mark and shaken well. So these are the sodium fluoride solutions which are treated with the spadens zirconyl reagent and made up to the mark. Then a reference solution is prepared by adding 10 ml of spadens solution to 100 ml of distilled water, to which hydrochloric solution is also added. So this is a reference solution or the blank solution we call. And this solution is used to set zero in the colorimeter. Colorimeter is an instrument which is used to measure the absorbance of the solutions, absorbance of light of the solutions. So the measurement is based on the color. That's why the instrument is called colorimeter. As the color becomes darker, the absorbance will be increased. So the wavelength used is 570 nanometer. The absorbance of these standard solutions is measured at 570 nanometer wavelength, and the calibration curve of absorbance versus concentration is plotted. Then a known volume of the water sample is pipetted out into a 50 ml standard flask. This is the water sample where you want to find out the amount of fluoride present in it. So 10 ml of zirconyl spadens reagent is also added to it, made up to the mark and shaken well. And the absorbance of this solution is also measured as before. As before means at 570 nanometer wavelength against the standard solution or blank solution. From the calibration curve, concentration of fluoride in the test solution can be determined.